Hey everyone. Um, I decided that I would video my disappearing act. I a couple of days ago decided to be like a magician and pull a trick out of the hat, so to speak. And the best one I had was to disappear. And I'm on a journey to being a better woman and to self-discovery. And I decided to give a little update of where I'm at because last night I've pretty much shut everybody out, but there's one person, my ex. He and I have had communication through text. I was gonna shut him out, and I've allowed him to contact me through text. We're friends. He's moved on and everything. Oh gosh, my arm hurts for some reason. But we had something and I ruined it. And as we was texting last night, he had discovered a video I made for the fling that I had before him. In the beginning, I was pretty honest with him about everything. I was brutally honest, and I was even honest about the fling and about him and I talking. As the relationship progressed, I felt suffocated. I felt pressured. I felt conflicted about a lot. I felt like I had to hide my feelings. I felt like I couldn't talk about things. I was a huge mess. And my ex, when he came across this video, because that video I made for the fling, it was like a closing chapter video. You guys may have seen it. It's called My Favorite Memories, but he came across it, and there's some text messages that really upset him. And it made me sick to my stomach because I didn't realize that it was the person that I was. I didn't realize that I was doing that much damage. And he was really upset. All he ever was good to me. He did so much for me, for my son and my family. And yet, I pretty much took a knife to his heart and I just carved it out like some vicious animal. And he didn't deserve that. When someone's good to you, you're supposed to be good back to them, and I wasn't. And I was so upset. I was crying, he was crying, and he said that he wished that he didn't see it. But you know, I told him, I said, I'm glad that you did, because you get to see how horrible I was. You know, I used to think that I was a good person. I used to think that I didn't do so much wrong. I used to hold myself up and just sort of light and everything, but I'm not as good as I thought I was. He was so crushed. He felt like he was cheated on, and even talking about it makes my stomach turn. This fling, he devastated me. He destroyed me. And it was based upon words, not actions. We had a history, and I couldn't let go. I let go at the wrong time. I had a man who was at my bedside at the hospital a lot, who did everything to bring me joy and happiness, because I never had that. And I lost it. I did my disappearing act because I'm going through a lot and I need a lot of healing. 2019 was really hard for me, and I just dropped a new piece that I wrote about why I disappeared. Why it's important that I disappear. I've been wanting to disappear, and I couldn't at the time because I had to leave the communication open with my son's father, but things had happened with him to where it was tearing me down mentally. And you know, your mental status is important. The courts wanted the open line of communication, and Facebook Messenger was part of it, so I couldn't block him, but I decided, you know what, if I get in trouble with the courts for blocking that and just using phone, then so be it, because, excuse me, I'm so emotionally drained from a lot of things that I've contributed to, that I've helped cause, because the fling and everything that's happened with him, I helped in adding to that. I opened that door. The demise of the relationship with my ex that was good to me, I helped and ruined that. I'm about to sneeze, excuse me. Hold on. But, and then, like, all the men before and after, like, the harassments and stalking and everything I've been doing with that, I get a choice of, like, you know, do I block them or do I not? And that was really hard for me, because it's like, you know, I've always been the nice girl, always. So, to me, it's like, you know, if I go block people, it has to be, like, a really good reason to block them. Like, if I block somebody, it was like, you know, I'm being a bitch. Excuse me. Must be morning allergies or something. I just didn't want to come across as a bad person. And me being nice allowed a lot of hurt. So, my disappearing act, it was needed. I've deleted all my platforms. I haven't been on Facebook, Messenger, Instagram. I did go to my website that I've neglected to keep updated, and I've blogged on there. I went to my vocal media where I do my writing pieces, and I wrote a new piece about disappearing. I've done that because writing's part of my healing. But I feel like to be the best woman, the best version of me, that this is needed, that I really need to step away from everything. Because the person that I was to him, to that man, and how I hurt him, I hated that person. I went back and he and I talked about the things that happened, and I seen my wrongs. I mean, he did wrong as well. But there's a lot of things that I could have done differently, things that shouldn't have happened that I did let happen, especially by talking to another man and allowing that to happen. I mean, that was completely wrong. When you're with someone, they're supposed to be the focus 100%. I mean, yeah, I have a problem with making excuses and stuff, and I'm learning to stop making excuses, to own up to what I did and my wrongs and everything. Like, 2019, I really didn't know what I wanted. I thought that I did. That's the thing that's so important before you get into a relationship, before you get invested in someone, is to figure out what do you want. I didn't, and I wound up hurting someone really bad. So now I get to take out the time to myself. I get to heal my mind, my body, my soul, and my broken heart, because it's really broken from everything. So I get to repair. I get to take away from everything. I get to figure out who am I, because my identity is lost. It's like, everybody's been judging me. Everybody's been questioning, who is she? Because, like, this person that I used to know, that's not who she is anymore. And I'm starting to question. So, it's just kind of like an update of where I'm at. Everybody needs a break. Everybody needs to take a breath. Everybody needs to step away. Everybody needs to figure out where they've been, where they're going, and where they're at. Excuse me. I've made a decision that I'm never going back to that person that I was. I'm going to be the best version of myself. I want to be a wife. There is no way that person that I was, the things that I did, that anyone would want to make me a wife. Absolutely not. I wouldn't even. So right now, I've set my boundaries. I've evaluated a lot. I have taken time to myself. I'm healing. I am figuring out where I want to go, what I want, what I don't want. I'm working on repairing all the broken pieces of me, because I'm really broken. And I'm working on being a better me, a better woman, possibly a great future wife, if that could ever happen, and a better mom. So that's where I'm at with this disappearing act. I'm loving it so far. Yeah, it's hard after, with me being a writer, giving life to Scarlet Price, and doing all my work, like where the doctor laid me off work, and writing is my life now. Like, that's what keeps me occupied, because I can't work. It's not that I don't want to work, I just can't because of my health. So writing is my life. So I do get on the social media platforms. I do promote my work. I do give life to my work. I do try to become a better writer. Like, these platforms and stuff, I'm always on there. I'm always trying to find different courses or lessons or a contest or something. So it is a little bit of a struggle not being on there, not doing that, because I have a goal to reach by March of 3,000 readers. It's not that I'm going to receive anything if I get 3,000 readers. It's just a personal goal that I set, because I want to be a better writer. I want to have more readers. I just want more. You gotta want more. You can't settle for less. You can't settle for quicksand. So, this is just where I'm at. So, I hope life is treating you well. I'm learning a lot, and I'm getting better. So, this is all for this one. So, You all have a fantastic day.